How's it going, everyone? It's Reversal Trader King, where I catch you guys bottoms and tops in the stock market. I want to do a different video with FFIE, because it makes crazy returns if you really just wanted to day trade this. And I'm going to show you guys. I did this with CTNT. Where do we look for the entry signals? Now, I have not looked at this chart. I love swing trading, but I'm going to show you guys what my system shows me. And what you want to do is with swing trading is you want to look at the daily time frame. As you can see right here, we're at the daily time frame. Where are we at? Right where I expected us to be. I made plenty of videos right in here. We recouped the EMA 5. We went a little bit below it. We tried to retest this EMA 10, and this is known as your trampoline effect. This is when price gets close to this EMA 10, you try to shoot up, and we got that. We got really we went really high up there from a low of a dollar into a buck 50 almost, and made a 50% move. FFIE, as I'm speaking, is pulling down. I think we hold this EMA 5 here. Might go a little lower, like you've seen here, but we should be shooting up here very soon. Like I said, we had a big run up. Price can't sustain these ATR levels, and we went very far down. Average true range is your ATR. When price is up at this upper band, it can't sustain it. It's very risky. And I used an 8 ATR to see the big picture of what this is doing, right? So we hit here, we go down. And where do we go down? We always have to at least look for an EMA 5 re-entry down in here, and you get this massive explosive move all the way up. Same thing with here, your EMA 5 here, and then you get a move up. Well, it's the same thing, guys. It's the best thing because that's where algos and the big money look to too. It's just like using Fibonacci retracements. You go up and then you try to look for that retracement down. Well, I use it for the EMAs as it makes the most sense for me, and it works perfectly. So we got our bounce here, but you got to realize is price will hit your EMA 5, 10, and 20. If you know that, that is powerful knowledge. So you have to make sure you're on these short uptrends that you're buying in those areas. So right in here, you have your EMA 5 and you go up, but we knew it was going to break and we start heading towards this EMA 10. It was not a clear touch, but this is just getting near it was the trampoline effect. But what is very nice you see is you see your EMA 10 curve going gradually up as price is going up, because price is in a short uptrend move, and we can honestly, I hate predicting price, but I really think we could really get up into this $2 area. And so if everyone is like just hating their average, you need to start taking advantage when price is right on the EMA 5 or the EMA 10, because this is when price is going up. And I'm going to show you an interesting video on how we want to do this. I'm going to go to a 15-minute time frame, right? And it works the same way. When price heads up to the close to the upper band, and we're going to change our settings to normal market. I can show you guys how to do this in my Discord if you want to join. It's only $6 a month. I'll put the link down below in the YouTube comments, and it looks like this. You get lots and lots of education, and you see my entries and exits, and I do bottom reversals. This is not a bottom reversal type of trade. I'm showing you a momentum trade. As you can see, price hits the upper band on the 15-minute. No one should be buying this. Everyone gets hyped up. Everyone is excited. And if we correlate it to the daily channel, look at, it was this candle here. Everyone got excited. So, bam, it immediately sold off because why? It can't sustain that as much. It can start magneting to the upper band, but even on the lower time frames, what are you hitting? Your EMA 5, 10, and your 20. Do you ever buy it up in that? So what we want to look for is price near the lower bands. And I'm just going to look really briefly here, and seeing the movement on this thing. And right here is when it really went up big. Like you start to sell off right here. It gets closer to a new high at 389, and that's when it took the big move down. So on the daily time frame is the best. And then at the current price action, I know a lot of people are probably freaking out. FFIE was up at 140 pre-market, and now it's 1.17, and it's negative as I speak. What we wanted to look for is the shorter time frames here. 5 minutes, we're getting some time distance from the EMA 10, 20, 10, and 5, and if you want to know what time distance is, that's when price leaves the EMAs. We look for entries below these EMAs. And we want to make sure we're close as possible to the lower band. And coordinate that with a swing trading strategy of how close are we to the EMA 10 on the daily chart. Can we hit it? I think we might absolutely can for a big trampoline effect again. This is your support as we speak here because we have a lower wick that the bulls are saying there is bulls at this area. When you see a big lower wick, the higher the wick, the better it is for the bulls. So do keep that in mind. I'm glad I made this video because right now we are going lower. And as you can see, prices, getting away from your EMA 5, which is this purple band, and it will constantly retest it. So keep that in mind because that is your shorter term reversion to the mean. And if we go to the 1 minute, we're probably very close to this lower band here. I like to use 1 minute, 5 minute, and 15 minutes my favorite. As you can see, how close are we to it? You can see we're getting pretty close to this. But the main thing is use a higher time frame if you're swinging this. This is I don't think this is looking bad at all. We're right at the EMA 5. If I honestly was in it, sure, I would accumulate a couple. So I get my average. I would not have an average above $2 or $3, but if I did, you need to start getting those, accumulating properly. So when this thing does pump to 140, does pump to 180 or $2, you can get and reset your average. If you have a 2.50 average and you bring it all the way down to 160, and this thing pumps to 180, and then let's just say it drops back down, you could have took advantage of that and got a 20% return instead of being, really down. Yes, it sucks when price goes down, but we need to revert our mind. When price is going up, we need to be scared. We need to be like, where is it on the ATR levels? And we need to know, okay, this is looking very dangerous. And I also even showed this on a weekly time frame. When price has hit the EMA 20, it has accomplished this mission and it can't sustain this. And look what it does. It's going to revert back to the lower time frame of the EMA 5, and that's where you're going to get your entries. And that's what I want everyone to say. Like, yes, it's no fun when you see it go up 50% and lose all of its gain and then go up, and it's like a roller coaster ride. But in this stock, you can make tons of money being a day trader too. And I just wanted to show you guys how I would do that on the 5 minute and wait for time distance, because we're always hitting these EMAs and we want to make sure we're getting closer here for entries and we accumulate on those dips, right? So right in here, we're touching EMA 5. It's doing exactly what I want it to do. We're just hovering over it. And as time goes, you like to see this EMA 10 go up. So when it does go a little down, we get that trampoline effect right in here. Will we hit the EMA 20 down here? Absolutely. But that's going to take some time. That takes, more time than often. And by the time it does that, this thing might pump way up there, and then the EMA 20 might be in the $2 range. Who knows? But yes, I do see a nice little formation here. I think we can really start respecting this shorter term trend line here as we're getting up here. We got this nice lower wick showing there's bulls there. Can it pull back a little to here? Yes, and then start pumping up. But like I said, we do need to get out of this smaller wedge here that we're forming, and I think we can very well do that very soon. What we're going to see is the high of right here at 165. We're getting higher highs and higher lows, lower highs, but we're getting lower lows, higher lows, I mean. So that's very bullish. Can we get out of this short-term pennant to get everyone out? Because I know a lot of people that are in this, and a lot of pumpers were pumping this at the $2 and $3 range and had no idea why they were doing it. It's just because they were following a hype train. You need to revert your mind. When price is going up a lot, you need to understand what is the ATR levels. Where does this thing usually sell off? You want to get in early, and if you does hype it up and then it pumps down, you want to look for consolidation. And that's what we're getting. Price is at the EMA 5 and 10, and that's where your consolidation is for a new move up. If you guys want to join the premium Discord and how to see this system for yourself and use it to the best you can, what I usually do is, like I said, if we get below the EMA 20, this usually is your stopping point. This means like, okay, I usually look for a target at the lows and under the EMA 20, and that's usually where, okay, it usually had some really bad news they released and it just didn't work out, But I like I said, trading is all probabilities. What gives you a good risk versus reward to make good money? And that's what it is. My bread and butter, I was going to show you guys, because this is going to give you the best returns. Your bread and butter is going to be, honestly, your bottom reversals. It's when price before it moves up. Because like I said, want to change your mind is when price is going down a lot, people are depressed. People start selling. And then when price goes up, people start buying. But you want to try to make sure you're getting it down here, and you want to make sure you have time distance on the EMA 10 and 20. Because like I said, price is going to bounce on the EMA 5 in the shorter uptrend, and then on the downtrend, look what it does. It rejects the EMA 5. And guess what? When it starts going above the EMA 10 and 20, you got an early uptrend for a big, massive move up. And that's the best way to trade it. But obviously, I know some people are in it already, so we're going to make sure we can do some damage control, and we can get above here and make some money for you guys, and how to properly trade it. Because you want to accumulate it at the proper entries, not just randomly, which is what? Way up in here at 146, 130, 120, way up in here. We're way above it, and look what happens. You got a big upper wick, killing everyone's accounts again. So you do want to keep that in mind. This is my recent video on real-time action. We want to make sure we're using lower time frames like the 5 and 15 minutes and looking as close as possible to the lower band and coordinate that with the daily time frame for a nice move up. If you guys want to see this system and get in on the best bottom reversals, that's my bread and butter. You can join the Discord. It's only $6 a month or 20 cents a day. I promise you, you guys are gonna love this, and it's a lot of education, and you're gonna learn a lot. So if you click the link down below into the YouTube comments, it'll be a pinned link that says join the premium Discord for my alerts and system. It will be very easy to find. It's all over my YouTube, and it's pinned on the comments, and it'll take you to this premium chat. People with this blue banner have subscribed. Anybody with the green name, like Kick-Ass Dude, his name shows green, he is a subscriber. So all these channels unlock for him. And how to get that unlocked, you just hit premium chat, and it will be only $6 a month. I'm telling you, I will never increase it. We have over, 3,000 members that trust this system. There is no perfect system. You got to understand that a lot of this is emotional pain. You got to understand, like, if you're down 5%, you stick with the system. What is the system telling you to do? And you follow it. Because there's not going to be anything in life where you buy a stock and you're instantly green, right? And you got to understand, you got to take some emotional pain, and that's what I teach, guys. So in the premium chat, when you just click on it, do it on your computer because you avoid the iOS fee. If you do it on your computer, it is slightly cheaper than on your phone. So I do want to make everyone aware of that, and I'm trying to help you guys out. RTK swing trade section is where you see my actual alerts and my entries and exits, so that's nice to see. Education videos, most important is probably my accumulation reversal and then my indicator to get your charts set up like mine. If you guys want to see this and you'd be like on the daily chart, you're like, why did I buy it near the upper band? And all that stuff. So RTK journal is very nice to see my actual trades. If you want to know what trades I'm in, I have a journal with my wins in it and my actual averages. So that's nice to see. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is one of my best strategies. It's trend reversals. I look for bottoms, like I said, in the 5-cent region for FFIE when nobody wanted it. My system was picking it up because we know that price has to hit what, guys? Your EMA 5, 10s, and 20s. We were way below the 5, and then we had a massive room to the 10 and 20 with time distance and could have made you guys massive money. And then who would have thought it would have been one of the #1 stocks that Maureen Kitty and the meme stocks hype up. But now what we're forming is a consolidation. We've sprinted the run. We had our move up, and now we take a break. We take a breather. Yes, this is when price is annoying. You see it go up 50%. You see it go back down. You see it go up. It's setting up for the next leg up. This means it's going to go big one way or big, lower. But we want to make sure we're getting the best entries, and we're looking for a lot of things. There's volume there, so it is good to see that, but we don't rely completely on that. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Join the premium Discord. It's only $6 a month, and it will never be increased. And I promise you I'm going to work my butt off to make you guys profitable and always release new content. And like I said, too, we'd be looking to do live streams, hopefully next week for everyone. And I have been really looking at ways to really help you guys out. So I appreciate the support. If you guys like the video, give it a like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. It really helps the channel out, and I do see your comments and your likes, and makes me want to make more videos. Peace out. Happy trading, guys. I'll be in the premium Discord. But as of right now, we're hitting the EMA 5. This is what I do want to see. It's just hovering it over and waiting for that next leg up. And the more time goes by, our EMA 10 goes up. So that's really what you want to see. Happy trading, everyone. Peace out.